Good morning, this is Dr. Turner for Fundamental Math. Today we're going to be talking about 10.3. 10.3 is looking at two-step equations. As the name might imply, two-step equations have two steps. And so essentially what 10.3 is just 10.2, but we are having to take two steps instead of one. So the process is the same. Hopefully it's pretty straightforward. Let's go ahead and get started here. So in one-step equations, we had just one step, and that step was to isolate the variable. But with two-step equations, we're going to have one additional step. So isolating the variable is actually going to be our second step for two-step equations, where our first step is going to be to isolate the variable term. Variable term is the expression that has the variable in it. And so what these are going to look like is something like, let's say 2x plus 6 equals 14. So here, we don't have just x, we have 2x. So following these two steps, we're going to first isolate the variable term and then isolate the variable. So my first step is to isolate the variable term. Wherever my variable is, that is the variable term. So 2x is my variable term, and my first step is to isolate that, get it by itself. I don't just have 2x on the left side, I have plus 6. So just as if this were a one-step equation, I'm going to first subtract 6 on both sides, okay, which gives me 2x equal to 8. Once I do that, then step 2 is to isolate the variable. So once I subtract the 6, this is a one-step equation now, just like we did in 10.2. I'm going to then divide by 2. I'm doing the opposite operation still. And 8 divided by 2 is 4. So it's essentially two one-step equations in one problem. Okay. 3x minus 7 equals, let's say, 8. So same thing, isolate the variable term first, and then isolate the variable. I want 3x by itself first, so to get rid of the minus 7, I'm going to add 7 on both sides. That gives me 3x equal to 15. From here, divide by 3 on both sides to get the variable by itself. And 15 divided by 3 is 5. Number 3, x over 4 plus 1 equals 33. Same process. I'm going to first isolate the variable term. My variable term here is x divided by 4. So to get that by itself, I'll first subtract 1 on both sides. That gives me x over 4 equals 32. Now I want the variable by itself. So because this is dividing by 4, I'm going to multiply by 4 on both sides. That gives me 32 times 4, which is 128. Number 4, x divided by 2 minus 7 equals 3. First, get the variable term by itself. So to get rid of minus 3, I'm going to add 7. 3 plus 7 gives me 10. Then to get the variable by itself, this is x divided by 2. So multiply by 2 on both sides. And 10 times 2 gives me 20. So follow these two simple steps, isolate the variable term, and then isolate the variable. That's it for 10.3. If you guys have any questions, please reach out during office hours. Otherwise, have a good day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.